Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, Amber Alert update. The search for a missing 6-year-old boy shifts to BC. ID irritants, why it's becoming more complicated for some Albertans to get a driver's license. And the Fast and the Furious Leduc rides from the film franchise among the dozens at a new charity car show.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
An Amber Alert for a 6-year-old boy from northern Alberta has been cancelled in our province. It remains in effect, though, in British Columbia and the Northwest Territories. CTV's Connor Hogg joins us now. So, Connor, what's the latest from RCMP?
Matt, the Alberta Amber Alert ended about 90 minutes ago, and for that reason, we are no longer sharing the boy's name or photo or his mother's. BC's Amber Alert is still active. Police say the boy was taken earlier this week from Valhalla Centre, Alberta, about 150 kilometers from where he was last seen yesterday in Fort St. John, BC. He's believed to be traveling with his mom and 2 other people in a red 2006 Ford F-350. We have reached out to Alberta RCMP to find out more about why the alert was cancelled in our province. We also have calls in to BC RCMP. Matt?
All right, Connor Hogg live in the studio tonight. Thank you. 5 additional victims have accused a local massage therapist of sexual assault. In mid-June, Edmonton police charged Julio Uribe Beltran with 1 count of sexual assault. A client of his at Bamboo Wellness in southeast Edmonton told police he touched her in a sexual manner without consent during an appointment. Leduc RCMP have now charged Beltran with 6 more counts of sexual assault. Those charges stem from alleged incidents at True Touch Massage Therapy and Fitness in Leduc between July of last year and April of this year. Police are trying to identify a man who sexually assaulted a teenage girl last month. Police say in late June, 2 teen girls were walking in the River Valley near Grandview Drive and 62nd Avenue. A man they did not know walked past them before doubling back and sexually assaulting one of the girls. She was able to run away and took off to a nearby neighborhood. Police say the man was described as Asian or Indigenous, around 40 years old, between 5'6" and 5'8", with a thin build and messy brown hair. Police say he had a noticeable slouch and a slow walk. A woman says her 84-year-old mother is searching for her marriage certificate from the 60s so she can take a driving test. It's just one of the documents Albertans may need to find now that the province has introduced new licenses. CTV's Jeremy Thompson reports.
Tita Engram's mother, Shirley, was excited to take her driving test next week. The 84-year-old's license expired while she was recovering from a stroke.
When it came up to her birthday, she had to have a clearance and a medical, and so she did all of that.
When she booked the test at a registry, she was told she'd need to present documents like a birth certificate or passport.
She can take the test, and they will give her a temporary driver's license, but they will not issue her a driver's license until she can prove her citizenship. She basically tore her house apart looking for these documents.
Shirley found her birth certificate, but it shows her maiden name, so she also needs to find her marriage certificate from 1961. Engram believes the new requirements for Alberta driver's licenses are discriminatory towards women and inconvenient for everyone.
It's the time now required to get those documents if you don't have them.
The minister in charge of Service Alberta and red tape reduction was unavailable for an interview. In a statement to CTV News, Dale Nally says a one-time 60-day grace period is available for an undisclosed fee to people who need time to get their documents in order. Adding, ahead of the rollout, we communicated directly with Albertans whose driver's licenses or ID cards were approaching expiry to ensure they knew what documentation to bring to the registry.
This has proven to be an extremely problematic policy. It's a solution in search of a problem. We don't know what problem the government is trying to solve here.
Now that Alberta driver's licenses display a citizenship marker and health number, there's a range of documents to bring to the registry. Something to show you're living in Alberta legally or to prove you're Canadian, plus an official version of your Alberta health card. As much as Engram is frustrated by her mother's experience, she also feels for the registry agents.
The province made this decision, and people were angry when they got to the counter and were being told they had to produce this information and they didn't know.
Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The Capital Line LRT will be closed between the Churchill and Clairview stations this weekend. Replacement buses will run between both stations on both days. Tonight after 8 o'clock and all day Monday, Capital Line trains will be running on a single track between the stations. The line's full service between Churchill and Clairview will resume Tuesday morning. There will also be a disruption on Sunday to the Valley Line Southeast, north of the Strathern stop. A shuttle will operate between Strathern and 102nd Street. The lake is now open at Horilac Park.
All right, enjoy, guys.
It's open from 10 to 10 daily for people to paddle boat, kayak, or paddle board. Rentals are available through the Vancouver water sport company Wild Rush. The company says it has big plans this summer involving its see-through kayaks.
From 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., it's going to be a glowing night kayak. So we're going to put LED lights on the kayaks, and then it's going to be amazing in this lake.
Other plans for later this summer include having connecting paddle boards to host events like yoga on the water. Rentals start at $19 an hour. It's open to all ages. The Edmonton Elks are back in the win column.
And inside, it's Justin Rankin bouncing off the initial contact and about to walk it in for the opening drive score.
Edmonton defeated Ottawa last night at Commonwealth Stadium. Justin Rankin scored 3 touchdowns as the Elks rolled over the Red Blacks 40-17. The Elks improved their record this season to 4-1. Last night's win moves them into first in the West Division.
Tom Gazzola was nearly killed on the play.
And during the second quarter of that game, Red Blacks receiver Justin Hardy made an impressive catch and got pushed out of bounds. TSN sideline reporter Tom Gazzola nearly got taken out. Gazzola heard plenty of comments about it from his colleagues on the broadcast. He also received some text messages from friends, and his parents were giving him a hard time. They were just a few rows back watching the game at Commonwealth.
It's great when your parents are a few rows up watching and yelling at you like you're a 5-year-old because you did the wrong thing. So remember, kids, listen to your parents.
Gazzola jokes he saw his life flash before his eyes. Well, Josh, just a reminder that anything can happen on live TV. You're down at the River Cree Summer Pow-wow on Enoch Cree Nation, where I'm sure the only thing you're worried about getting hit with is a bit of rain tonight.
Yeah, well, you say anything could happen on live TV, so it's funny you say that because we are actually struggling with a little bit of live TV and some technical difficulties from down here. We're at the Enoch Cree Nation Pow-wow grounds. It's the summer Pow-wow down here at Enoch Cree Nation. We're going to talk to one of the counselors here a little later in the newscast. We're having trouble with our weather graphics, though, if I'm being completely honest with you. And so we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect for the city of Edmonton and surrounding areas right now. We'll try and get these graphics up for you in a couple of seconds here. Off to the southwest of the city, we do have a severe thunderstorm that's producing some heavy downpours, as well as possibly some hail. Now, it looks like that storm cell is probably going to pass off to the south and southwest of the corner of the city of Edmonton. And so I don't think that one's going to be an issue. I think the bigger issue is probably going to be late this evening and overnight tonight. Pretty decent chance of seeing some showers and some thunderstorms. Temperatures made it into the mid-20s today. Will be a little bit cooler with more scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for tomorrow. However, I've been told, let's bring in Councillor Kyle Peacock. I've been told all of those showers and thunderstorms will cut right around us out here at Enoch. Is that what you're telling me, Kyle?
Well, you know, I'm hoping for that. I do have a friend from Pekani Reservation that cuts the clouds for us during Indian relays, but I never had a chance to phone him up for today's event.
Okay, well, we'll hope that these ones dance around us tonight. I think by Sunday you're fine. Explain to people what's going on here tonight and through the weekend.
Tonight is our grand entry for the Pow-wow. We have 4 of them representing the 4 directions. So we have 4 grand entries, 1 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 Sunday to close it off. It's a large, it's the biggest, one of the biggest powwows in Canada. There's large prize money at stake. And a lot of people do this actually for a living during the summer.
Is this all just people from around this area, or are they traveling to get here?
Actually, you know, that people are coming from across Turtle Island, across North America. There's some from BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Montana, Washington, South Dakota, North Dakota, Oklahoma.
So from everywhere, and they'll all be here. The times for tonight and then through the weekend.
Yeah, they'll all be here starting tonight and right through till Sunday, and it's like I said.
How important is this for Enoch Cree Nation?
It's very important. It's very important for us. We're representing our tribe here, and the beauty and culture of our people.
Fantastic, Councillor Kyle Peacock. Thank you. Have fun tonight. Are you dancing?
I'll be in the grand entry.
Okay.
It's mandatory for chief and council to do grand entries.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're back with another look at your forecast from the Enoch Cree Nation Summer Powwow in just a few minutes.
We just want to know if you're going to dance. All right, Josh, thanks very much. Coming up next on CTV News, gallery goals. What's at stake for artists at this weekend's Whyte Ave Art Walk?
For many of our artists, these are emerging artists. This is very much a milestone.
By James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Whyte Avenue will look more colorful this weekend. Artists from across the province are showcasing their work, with several competing for a spot in the Alberta Art Gallery. CTV's Noah Rashog has more on the Alberta Art Walk.
Walking up and down Whyte Avenue, you may as well be at a gallery. Pop art, collages, memes, and even music. Art is interpretive, and it's out here in its many forms.
But sometimes I will pour out something and it will look so ridiculous or bizarre. One day I painted a giant orange lobster because that's what came out of the cup, right?
Most of these artists are from Alberta. Their art touches on the common experiences and culture of Edmonton.
I live near Whyte Ave, so I always just kind of painted what I knew, and I always loved going to the places on Whyte Ave. So a lot of the restaurants and bars, or even just like random iconic landmarks like the Princess Theatre and such, are always fun to have. So I always painted those, so I liked them, and then people respond to them well. They buy them too for the same reasons.
Every artist here has a story about how their journey of artistic expression began.
I kind of used it more as like a stress reliever when I first started doing it, and then people started showing a little bit of a want for it, so I thought I could make a little bit of money, and it's been doing really good.
Hey, how's it going?
This weekend, artists will go toe-to-toe in a competition. Attendees are encouraged to vote for their favorite.
The winners of the People's Choice will be exhibited in the Community Gallery in the Art Gallery of Alberta. And for many of our artists, these are emerging artists. This is very much a milestone, and it will be great to be able to showcase even more Edmonton artists.
McNamara says that although she hopes she's the winner, the experience of being here and sharing her art is a reward enough. Noah Rashog, CTV News, Edmonton.
Venues and outdoor spaces across Edmonton are getting a creative makeover as part of the annual Found Fest. The Found Festival brings a range of performances to iconic locations around the city. Presented by Common Ground Arts, the event is everything from a 12-hour dance performance to poetry and cabaret. The Found Festival was started 15 years ago by a group of local artists.
A group of Edmonton-based artists got together, and they were feeling quite frustrated by the lack of accessible, inexpensive performance space, and so they decided to create their own by performing in unexpected places. And we really love to carry on that tradition of bringing art to locations that you might not originally think that there should be art in. We're really, really proud to be on the forefront of pushing the boundaries of where art can be taking place.
Performance venues include the John Walter Museum, Lighthorse Park, and Robertson Wesley United Church. The festival is free and runs through Monday. While there are signs of stability in Canada's job market, Alberta's unemployment rate is up. The Canadian economy added 18,000 jobs in June, bringing the national unemployment rate down to 6.5%. Younger and core-aged workers saw a better start to the summer job market this year compared to last. Food and accommodation sectors led job growth. Alberta's unemployment rate, though, rose to 7%. That's up 0.4 percentage points compared to May. Economists say the province is still feeling pressure pressure from a growing labor force. Still to come tonight on CTV News, Rock On Edmonton, a guitarist with the Tragically Hip, ready to put on a show this weekend.
And these guys are so excited about Edmonton.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
There's no simple ways like before.
Nostalgia as Rock and Thunder returns to Edmonton. Tragically Hip guitarist Paul Langlois will be performing on Sunday. He says fans can expect a range of songs from the Tragically Hip and his current solo career.
This is a group of friends of mine, and they're all really good. They're all really enthusiastic. And I've done my last 2 solo records with these same 4 guys. And these guys are so excited about Edmonton. You know, to fly to a gig. We're flying in tomorrow night. And, you know, it's just exciting.
Other performances include 3 Days Grace and Creed. The festival runs Saturday and Sunday at the Exhibition Lands Racetrack and Edmonton Expo Centre. Well, Josh is out on the road today as well. He's at the River Cree Summer Pow-wow on Enoch Cree Nation. Josh, you know, I'm always looking forward to your weather forecast. I'm really looking forward to this one tonight, though, because I know you're having a few technical difficulties. So for me, anyway, it should be entertaining.
Right. So, okay, just to give people a little glimpse behind the curtain. So, we're having problems with cell service, and so in order for me to advance my graphics, I need that, and so we don't have that. So fortunately, Prosper, love you Prosper, who's back at the station, has brought up a 5-day. We'll get to that in a second. Do want to tell you about temperatures today. We've got to 25 degrees for a daytime high today. It's hot. Humidity has started to climb a little bit as well, and we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect for the city of Edmonton and surrounding areas. A warning for a storm off to the southwest of the city. Now, I think, and based on where we're standing right now and just sort of watching the clouds, that storm is going to pass south of the Edmonton area. There's another storm, hasn't turned severe, but that one will probably, it's northwest of Edmonton right now. That'll pass north of the Edmonton area. There is a chance that we'll see some mid to late evening showers or thunderstorms in the area. It's going to be really hit and miss and isolated. I think the best chance for the Edmonton area to see some showers and thunderstorms probably comes overnight tonight into the early morning hours of tomorrow. So it could be a repeat of what we had today. Woke up to some showers and thunderstorms in Edmonton early this morning. Then things kind of cleared out. Sun broke through the clouds. I think we might see the same thing tomorrow. There's probably a little less sunshine breaking through the clouds tomorrow than what we had today. You get to the evening hours tomorrow, and again, you run the chance of seeing some showers and thunderstorms. After that, it kind of settles down. Slight risk of a shower on Sunday, but I think most of the shower and thunderstorm activity on Sunday is going to be across northern parts of the province. And in fact, the biggest threat for some severe thunderstorms tomorrow is probably north of Edmonton as well. For the rest of this evening, the biggest threat for severe thunderstorms is going to be in east central Alberta and then off into portions of Saskatchewan. So we do have a chance of hit and miss, but that's the key word there, hit and miss. Showers and thunderstorms potentially mid to late this evening, and then a little better chance early tomorrow morning. As far as temperatures are concerned, mid-20s today, but it is going to cool off a little bit as we hit tomorrow. Just with that extra cloud cover, we're probably only at about 22. Maybe we get to 23 for a daytime high tomorrow afternoon if the sun does break through the clouds. And then Sunday should see a little more sunshine, partly cloudy skies in the forecast, and a big warm-up for early next week. You get some sunshine Monday, Tuesday. Temperatures will be in the mid to high 20s. There's an upper ridge that has prompted heat warnings for southeastern Alberta, southern portions of Saskatchewan and Manitoba. That ridge is going to kind of back up to the west and northwest. Will fall under it, it looks like, early next week. And so that should contribute to at least a couple of days of sunshine and heat early next week. I think Wednesday night into Thursday kind of breaks down briefly and we get a chance of showers and thunderstorms. But most of next week should be a little more settled than what we saw this week, and should be a little hotter as well, mid to high 20s for most of next week for daytime highs. So again, For the next 24 hours, you're looking at temperatures holding pretty steady here in the 20s right through to late this evening. We'll drop to about 15 degrees by early tomorrow morning and a high of 22 tomorrow afternoon. Matt?
All right, save that one for your demo reel, Josh. Thank you. A reward is being offered for information that leads to the arrest of a person who killed a wild horse. A wild stallion was found dead by campers on the side of the road west of Caroline, Alberta. The Help Alberta Wildies Society says someone shot the horse in the head. It's believed the stallion was killed last Tuesday, June 30th, between 5:30 and 6:30 in the evening. Through donations from the Society's followers, $35,000 has been raised as a reward to find the horse's killer.
CTV News at...
Some cars you may recognize from the big screen are heading to Leduc this weekend. Rides from the Fast and the Furious franchise will be among the dozens of supercars at a new show supporting the Kids with Cancer Society. Over 25 years, the Fast and the Furious film franchise has taken fans to the mean streets of LA, the bright lights of Tokyo, even the icy waters of the Arctic.
Forgot some snow tires?
What about the rural roads of Leduc?
Iconic. You feel like a little bit of a movie star.
While there's no Hollywood film crew here, there will be 3 cars from the movies at a new car show at New Age Motors this Saturday.
The stories are somewhat cheesy, but the cars are awesome.
You can see Vin Diesel's Charger, as well as Paul Walker's Eclipse and his Skyline.
It was one of the first car movies that focused primarily on the street racing scene, and everybody just fell in love with it.
If rides from the Fast and the Furious don't get your motor running, there are plenty of other cars to check out. From expensive exotics to classic American muscle, the shop's owner says there's a little something for every gearhead.
Right now we are about 83 cars in. Basically our motto is, like, if you are proud of your vehicle, we want to see it.
They also want to hear it. Drivers can bring out their own rides and rip up the burnout pad, or measure their horsepower, with trophies and thousands of dollars in prizes up for grabs. They're not only raising RPMs, they're also raising money for charity.
100% of everything we're raising goes to the Kids with Cancer Society.
While the show is free to see, you're encouraged to make a donation. New Age Motors also hopes this inaugural car show, dubbed NAMFest, becomes an annual one.
We just wanted to be something that people not only enjoy, but they were excited to do the next year and the next year.
NAMFest runs Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.